This is Unboxing Board Games. I'm Jesse, and we're going to take a look at Jungle Speed. This is a game for 2 to 80 players, ages 7 to 107. I'm sorry if you're 108 years old watching this video, you'll have to find something a little more age-appropriate to play. And we'll find out why you might not want to play this game if you're 108 years old. This game was designed by Tom and Yako, otherwise known as Thomas Vuarchex and Pierric Yakovenko. This game is published by Asmodee Games in the U.S. here. Let's take a look at what's inside. Got a little black and white rule booklet and a wooden totem and a cloth bag here. This is not really important to gameplay. It's just something convenient to carry this game around because it's a good party game. So inside the cloth bag, we've got cards, and I went ahead and split them roughly in half. They need to be distributed evenly among all of the players. So you may even wind up with an extra card or a few cards depending on the number of players, and those extra cards will go underneath the totem in the beginning. And what's going to happen is players are going to flip their cards out. In a two-player game, I'm just going to take the turn for both players and kind of alternate. But if you had more players, you'd be going around the table in a clockwise order. And so what we're looking for is a matching symbol. We don't care about the color of them right now. There's another card that would show up that we would care about what color the cards are. But right now we're just looking at matching symbols, and some of the symbols are really close. But you can see here I've got two symbols that match one another, and so these two players are both going to rush to try to grab the totem first. So this totem needs to be placed in the middle of the table, equal distance from all players to give everyone a fair chance at grabbing the totem. So if the right player were to grab the totem first, since I'm right-handed, this player is going to win. He would take the cards that he's already flipped face up and give them to the other person who had the matching card. They were in a duel, and the guy on the left just lost his duel, so he gets these cards, and they get placed under his stack. And so now this player's stack has grown, and this player's stack, he's gotten rid of a few cards, and the object of the game is to get rid of all of your cards. So the two players are going to go back and forth. This guy, he'll flip a card, and then this guy will flip a card. And you can see there's some special cards like this one where there doesn't have to be a match on the table. Whenever a player flips this card, all of the players, whether you're playing a 2-player game or a 15-player game, regardless of whether there's a match on the table, there shouldn't be at this point. We flip this card. Everybody's going to go try to grab this totem, and you're going to want the anti-riot rule probably. It's an optional rule in this game that says that if more than one person grabs the totem, then the number of fingers that you have touching the totem wins out over somebody who has fewer fingers actually touching the totem. Also, if you've got the same number of fingers on the totem, the person who's grabbing it closer to the base, which is the side that's furthest away from the Jungle Speed logo on the top, then they're going to win. So when you reach for the totem, you're going to want to grab it with as much grip as you can manage, and closer to the base, so that if somebody else grabs it, you'll win the draw. There's other things that can happen. I mean, when people are trying to play fast and get rid of their cards. They may reach for this and realize that they shouldn't have reached for it and pull their hand back and end up knocking over the totem. That's a miss. And if somebody had grabbed the totem when they shouldn't, they get everyone's cards. And in this two-player game, this guy's going to get all of the cards that are face up. In a larger game with more players, he's going to get the cards, all of the face-up cards from around the table. That could amount to a lot of cards for doing that. Likewise, if somebody goes to try to grab the totem and it's the appropriate time to grab the totem, but somehow it bounces out of their hands or gets knocked out of their hands, then that's also a miss, and they're going to get penalized by having to take everyone's cards. In the case that that we just saw, where the one special card is out there, and this player, maybe he's got a few cards already turned up, and this card comes out. This guy's got a few cards out. When this card here shows up, whoever grabs the totem, so let's say the guy on the left this time, he's the fastest, he grabs the totem, then he gets to place his face-up cards out underneath the totem. There's no particular loser, but there is a winner, and so those cards get placed out in the totem. Later on, you could be playing along, and if someone wins a duel, then all of these cards are going to get placed under the loser's deck, including the ones in the middle. So you may place some cards out there in the middle and end up gaining them back if you're not careful. This was our favorite family game that we played over the Thanksgiving holidays. Even some family members who walked over to see what the excitement was, because we had a lot of yelling and laughing coming from the table. Even some of the people who stopped by at the table to see what was going on, and they were kind of like, yeah, I don't know if I want to play. They stuck around for the next game and got dealt a hand of cards and ended up really enjoying it. Everybody who played it really liked this game. So if you can find a copy of Jungle Speed, maybe this is something that you want to try with your family or group of friends, because it can accommodate just two players, like I've kind of demonstrated here, or you could deal in a lot of people, up to 80 people, they say. You're just going to run out of cards at that point. The most we played with was about 6 people. Again, you have to make sure that you're playing on a surface, whether it's a table or just on the floor, that you can set this totem at an equal distance between everyone. So check it out. That's Jungle Speed.